Good morning. Happy Friday. Sneaking in a little bit early today. Da, 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 da. Hope you guys are doing well. If that comes up, it does. Awesome. So yeah, happy Friday. Uh, you know, all right, there we go. Just want to make sure that was working. All right, happy Friday. Looks like today is going to be another beautiful day. So hopefully you have an opportunity to get outside. Hopefully you have an opportunity. What's up, Matt? To get some movement in, get some stuff done outside this weekend. We were going to go camping. Still waiting to get the dog back from the doctor. Hopefully we're doing that tomorrow. She's, I hope, doing better today. She was doing okay yesterday. So that brought me to thinking, boy, we could talk about stress, because I know nobody's stressed out these days, right? Stress is never an issue for anybody. And weight never seems to be correlated to stress. So I figured, why not throw a curveball at you guys? And, we'll talk about how most people manage stress, and the good, the bad, the different, and then some healthy things that you can do to help manage your stress. So first, when we talk about stress, it can be work life, it can be life, it can be home life. A lot of people, especially with times like COVID, you're at home more. You might actually be spending more time with your spouse or your significant other, and that can be stressful because you're both used to routine and doing certain things, and now all of a sudden you're around each other more, so things are a little more edgy. Finances cause stress. Uncertainty. Obviously, there's been a lot of that. Everything from COVID to the politics side of things, the election coming up, that naturally will drive stress. There's so many things. Even the type and amount of exercise you do can drive stress. So stress can be a good thing. Stress can also be a bad thing. So I'll give you a couple of tools that I like to use and some things that you can keep in mind. Yeah, good morning, Deborah. Checking in from snowy Colorado. I am early today. Jerry's got a dentist appointment, so I'm gonna get home and go spend about 45 minutes brushing his teeth to make sure they're clean enough to be able to go to the dentist to have them cleaned. So, all right. So, how most people manage stress: by eating, by drinking, not water, alcohol usually, fighting. So a big thing in stress within the home is going to increase arguments. People are more on edge, but that's also like a coping mechanism for a lot of people, is to fight to get that anger out. And then even excessive exercising, or the opposite, M&Ms. The opposite of excessive exercising would be sitting on your ass watching TV, trying to veg out, trying to just get away from the world, right? So, drinking, drugs, excessive eating, these are all things that people will typically take in excess as a stress management tool. So I know it's hard for a lot of people when I tell a lot of people this next phrase, the way that I kind of operate, I get stressed, but I deal with it really well because I control what I can control. I can't control certain things, so I'm not gonna, I could let that sit there and fester. And Beth is really bad at this relative to me. We didn't know who was gonna watch our kids, 2 weeks ago. We had no one lined up, and our au pair was leaving. She's not sleeping at night. She's, super stressed out about it. And I'm like, well, there's literally nothing we can do. We're waiting for this company and for that. And we're just sitting and waiting. So there's nothing we can do. There's no sense getting all worked up about it, because it's not going to fix anything. And all it's going to do is it's going to lead you to be like super tense and super like just ready to snap at anything, ready to snap at the kids, at the dogs, at whatever. And it's like, but that's not constructive. So I just kind of look at it and I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to go build something. So that's what I typically do. When I get stressed, I do woodworking. I keep my hands busy. And that to me is a really good tool. Probably not from a financial standpoint for Beth, because I take her money and then I go and I build stuff. But for me, it's really good because it allows me to like kind of categorize and organize my thoughts while I'm doing whatever. Or I go for a run, or I go for a long walk, or we'll get into the rest. All right, so healthy ways you can manage stress. Again, finding something to do with your hands, hands or feet. One thing that is, there's a lot of interesting research in this, grounding, it's called, where you spend a lot of time barefoot, not like in the house, but like walking around through grass. Because of the tactile, you have a lot of, the bottom of your feet, bottom of your hands are very sensitive, right? So, but when you, and again, you kind of fall into like some of this like voodoo nonsense. But it actually, there's a lot of data to support this. In you walk around barefoot through your grass. Hopefully your dog hasn't shit in the yard, but you walk around barefoot. And that can help actually reduce your stress levels. Sounds crazy. If you don't believe me, probably won't work super well in like February up here, but this time of year, give it a shot. So just go for a walk barefoot. And what you find is, having like that little tactile on the bottom of your feet can help kind of down regulate you. Spend more time just outside in nature without music, disconnected from your cell phone, disconnected from, your audio devices, any of that stuff. Because what that can do is, again, you get that buzz of an email and it tells you your watch and you're like, oh yeah, I've got to email this guy back. No, like, is that important right now, or is getting yourself under control? So prioritizing yourself, putting yourself in nature, taking yourself away from technology, taking a technology break can help reduce your stress. Because honestly, if you went from, I don't know, let's just say, what month are we in? We're in August. So how much has your life changed from August 1st to 28th? Most of you, it's literally the same. There's still no races. There's still like a whole bunch of political bullshit going on. There's still like a ton of negativity. It's not like we've had any type of forward progress. So is that post really that important that you have to reply right now, or that email, or that other put in whatever you want right there? Probably not. It's probably not going anywhere. Take a break. Get out in nature, get outside, get out in the woods, leave your phone at home, or put your phone on silent, put your phone somewhere where it won't bother you or distract you. Smart nutrition is actually a really good tool to use for stress management. So basically you can pre-plan all of your meals, plan ahead, because again, if we look at my tagline of control what you can control, one of the very few things that you can control during a high stress moment in your life is the food that you put in your mouth, is the food that you prepare, the food that you plan, and the food that you put into your mouth. That is one of the only things that you can do. And if you put shitty food in, you're gonna get shitty performance out of it. If you eat a bag of M&Ms, you're going to feel like a bag of M&Ms. You're going to feel soft and crunchy and gooey on the inside. Morning, mother. So again, utilizing smart nutrition, planning ahead, in making like a solid plan, because it is one of the few things that you can control. Taking some time for mind space. In other words, just taking time, again, getting away from technology, getting away from everything, and just taking time to write down your thoughts. I have a story about M&Ms. Oh boy. Hold on, Matt. You type it out and then I'll share it. You type it out and put it in there and I'll put it on the screen. Mind space. Taking some time to like either journal your thoughts. What is causing your stress? Because a lot of times it's like 50 different things going off in your head. Start writing them out. Put them out on paper in like somewhere where you're comfortable. And then a lot of times seeing that, it's like, oh, okay, well, this item is related to this item. And if I can do this item, I can move item A and B under C. And then I can I can manage all of those together. Or these are things that I have no control over. I want to pay attention to them, but I can't do anything about it. So I'm not going to let that be something that really elevates my stress level. So taking some time, taking some mind space to try to organize your brain by putting things on paper creates a larger, okay, you'll tell me at the next office, but sounds good. It creates like a larger like spreadsheet sort of thing where you can, you have a game plan so that you can start to take advantage of it. Moderate exercise. So again, if you're on one side or the other, if you rely on excessive exercise to manage your stress, dial that back, take more mind space, and use some of these other tools so that you're not, because again, that's still a level of stress. So you want to find that balance. Get some sleep. A lot of people don't sleep when they're stressed. Today's text message: be stronger than your strongest excuse, Matthew. Get some sleep. So make sure that you are getting quality sleep. How do you do that? Dark room, like 68 degrees. I'm looking into a product called Chili Pad because a lot of people have recommended it. It's like a little pad that goes on your bed that's supposed to keep you at like a perfect temperature so you don't sweat, you're not too hot, you're not too cold. So really focus on getting some really, really good sleep. Make your bedroom a sanctuary of rest. Yoga and going for a walk. So again, like using yoga ties back to kind of that mind space thing. Like Beth went to yoga yesterday and I was like, yeah, how was it? She's like, I don't know. I fell asleep, but I don't know for how long. I was like, all right, so that was good. But that's what she needed. It helped her to bring that stress level down. Massage therapy can be the same thing. Sometimes when we get a massage, it's like, I'm worried about the body work aspect of it, but sometimes I need to go in to have that mental break. So use yoga, because again, slow controlled stretching, like things like that can help to loosen up the muscles, but it also increases blood flow and it can improve cognition. Going for a walk, again, getting out in nature, going for a walk, doing your thing. So again, my big takeaway: control what you can control, let it pass if you can't. So if you can't control the situation, there's absolutely no reason to stress about it. You should definitely be conscious about it. I'm not saying not to be conscious about it, but don't let that absolutely drive a wedge in your life. That makes sense? So that was today, managing stress. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I was able to get on here a little early because I was in the office first thing this morning. Big Chair Bear's got his dentist appointment today, and yeah, hopefully we get an update on the pup soon and bring it home tomorrow. I don't know. So we're just, nothing I can do about that. So I look forward to hearing Matt's story about M&Ms. He probably had a dream about them. And I will talk to you guys on Monday. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Stay out of trouble. Continue to do your distancing thing. And You know, try to get outside, try to manage some stress in healthy and effective ways, not in the ways that I had mentioned in the beginning by eating, drinking, fighting, and excessively exercise. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday, which will be, that might be the 31st. So yeah, we're about into September. So I'll see you guys on Monday the 31st. Have a great weekend.